Hello and welcome to a quick video on a improvement mod I've just found on flightsim.to. I saw the picture for this on the website and it was like, yes, I'm having this. The reason I like it so much is, if I turn my head on quick, it's done by a guy called Jonks. I've not got any of his other stuff that he's done in the past. I think he's done a few bits. Basically his mod adds a few things. First of all, is you can remove and put back the tablet, which is quite cool. Externally, we now have bush tyres, 35-inch bush wheels. That's awesome. That makes the plane look a whole lot different to me. Anyway, I'm a big fan of the bush plane kind of genre of aircraft, and this really adds a lot to it. If we go on to his page, okay, so this one is DHC-2 Beaver Action Pack. It's got 5 stars and over 2,000 downloads already. This is the unofficial de Havilland DHC-2 Beaver enhancement mod. It's unaffiliated with Blackbird and Milviz. That's no big problem there. De Havilland DHC-2 Beaver was released from Microsoft Flight Simulator during the 40th anniversary update, and I decided I'd mod it. Well, this guy decided to mod it, Jonks. So the improvement mod is added 35-inch bush tyres, wheel bone animation compatibility with original gear. Now your tyres and gear will react appropriately to weight and compression when landing. It also does it when you're just loading up with cargo as well. I think the deflection of the landing gear is a hell of a lot more than it was in the standard one. So that's basically that one there. It's compatible with all the liveries in the standard, and I think anything you get off of flightsim.to is still you can still use it. A new water effect for the amphibious version. I've tried this, I can't get it to do it at the minute, so we're not going to see that one today. Added a new startup effect, startup combustion burst. I haven't seen that either, but maybe that's something he's looking into for the future. Added a hide feature for the tablet, we've seen that, and added a unhide tablet feature for when you're wanting to get rid of it. You can just use the alternator button to bring it back. Fix the camera feature, quick view cameras left, right, up, down and rear. Fixed flight dynamics, elevator authority modified, feels slightly heavier, and to be fair it does. When flying around I can tell it feels a little bit more heavy than the standard aircraft. It's got that little bit more of a kind of old world where not everything is kind of all precise and well engineered. So if we get this started, put my head back on. So battery on, mags on, center tank, fuel boost, prop and fuel up, beacon light on, starter. There we go. So I've not heard the ignition boost he was on about, or the ignition burst, sorry, but I'm assuming it's there somewhere. It may be at a certain mixture level. So all that is up and running. So turn the radios on. There is an update for this radio package as well, which is free from Microsoft Flight Simulator store. I did install it, but it's messing around with my DC-6 sat nav, so I've uninstalled it for now. So this is the original. I'll just hide the tablet. That is actually quite a nice feature. I didn't think that would make that much of a difference, but it does. So yeah, if we pop outside quickly, there's the plane. Look down, you idiot. There we go. Zoom in. We'll lock that view off just there. Now if I bring up the weight little weight and balance screen, If I put some fuel in, you'll see it deflect a little bit. If I add full cargo, to me that's deflecting a lot more than the standard one, which is nice. And it does do it on landing as well. It's going to be hard to show that in an external view because I don't have a replay program as of yet. So we'll taxi out quickly onto the runway and do a quick takeoff and landing just to see how well this looks. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more compression on the two front wheels there, even just taxiing it around. Turn my head back on so I can see what I'm doing. In fact, I need to turn that fuel boost pump off as well. There we go. So we'll quickly taxi out to the runway. I do love this plane, it's so old and classic. I'm a big fan of the DC-6 and the DC-3. To be fair, this and the DC-3 are my two favourite planes that came with the 40th anniversary update. The other ones are a little bit meh to me. Not to say they're not good, but they're just not something that I've been interested in flying much. So what we do, we take off. I do a quick lap round, and then we'll land again, just to try and see this compression on the tyres and the struts. In fact, I'll try and do this as much as I can in the external view, so you can see what's going on. It already handles a lot. It handles a lot faster on turning than it did before. In fact, even just doing a side-to-side rock with the rudder, you can see the deflection on the air on the tyres. On the air in the tyres, I should say. It's a little bit hard to see. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot more deflection on that than there was on the standard one. The tyres are looking like they're adding a little bit more of an up pitch to the front of the aircraft, which would be right as well. Just going to do a quick lap and come back in and land. I say I would do a quick one on the float version, but I can't get the spray thing to actually work yet, so I'm going to wait till that gets sorted and do one. I've got a mod that I got as well at the same time as this one for the DC-3, which improves the look of the interior. It changes the glass for the windscreen, and it also gives you a camera for the rear cabin as well. So I might do a video on that if people want to see that. So I've still got takeoff flaps, so I'm just going to slowly come into land and apply some flaps as we go. It's a little bit difficult. I'm glad I haven't got my camera on actually, because I'm making all sorts of funny faces trying to look around that pillar. Come here, airport, where are you? There you are. All in all, I'm very impressed with the update so far. I've not had any real major issues. Usually they tend to break more things than they fix, but this has worked out pretty well so far. I've had a friend that's lost all his stuff off his hard drive, who will normally fly with, but hopefully he should be back up and running soon. Try and get this compression of the gear. Give it a proper hard landing to end. No, wasn't as hard as I was hoping. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot more deflection on there than there is on the standard one. And it looks the absolute dog's danglies with them tyres on. This is definitely going to be a plane I fly more in the future. So yeah, this was just a quick rough and ready video. I tend to do live stuff because I'm absolutely rubbish at editing videos. But I just wanted to do a quick one just to show you what's going on with this Beaver and that modification from flightsim.to. So hopefully this has got a few more people heading over to flightsim.to to get that mod. Big shout out to Jonks. Brilliant update and a brilliant addition to an already awesome plane, to be fair. So thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon.